actually have like 4 different versions of Kramer pops.
It's amazing.
Is there one where he's calling everyone the end slur?
I
Oh
don't
God.
know.
Hey,
Is there
we're
one where he's
liars,
just busting
guys.
through a
There's a
door?
regular Kramer, there's a oh, sorry.
Professional.
Yes, because it is 6:30.
Yep.
No, it's 8:30.
You know what?
Time
You shush.
zones, my friends.
Shh. Shh. You got to be quiet now.
No.
Yes. Uh. So how's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, doing all right.
I'm pretty good. Pouring myself some mushroom infused coffee.
Fun. Was there anything we needed covered before? Sorry, was there anything that you guys needed to get covered before we start up?
Luke pretty much gave me the run through of what I missed in the time that my internet was being all wonky.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much, yeah. The only thing I really missed out on was a little bit of information from, like, it's nothing we can't do in this coming session,
Okay.
and it's super minor. So like, if it doesn't pop up, it's not any, it's no sweat off my back.
To
Or
be honest,
brow or
from your
whatever.
character's perspective, nothing's changed except for who you're going with.
Did somebody split off?
Remember, Michael's not here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, yeah, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
So like,
Yeah.
other
Like
than that,
between from like last session and the previous session, like your goal hasn't really changed.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right. Well, I guess let's kick this off. So, hello everyone. Welcome to my avatar-based D&D campaign. My name is Wolf, otherwise known as Wolfsbane 1025. I am your DM for tonight. I guess let's go around and introduce yourself. Geared.
Hi.
Hi. Plug yourself.
What? Huh?
Where can they find you?
Plugging.
Twitch.tv/the Geared Golem, and the same for Twitter
Great.
and Instagram and stuff. I think I have a Reddit.
Brent. Where?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Zetimus, where, I don't know, my streams are going to be a lot more sporadic. Taking kind of a longer break from streaming just to kind of collect my thoughts and myself.
Mm-hmm.
But a dear friend of mine gifted me with, well, a wonderful thing known as a Game Pass. So I'm going to probably have a lot of games that I can actually start streaming. Although tomorrow, Blake Tacado 23 and I are going to be doing kind of a Smash Night thing because Sora from Kingdom Hearts is being released into Smash. And he is oh so fangirling about it. Look forward to that tomorrow night.
Yay. Zach.
Hello, I'm Zachary, also known as Zayadan MC. You can find me on twitch.tv/Zayadan101. I'm not too established in the streaming world yet, but I do play variety games. So you may see me playing some games like Minecraft or other stuff. Yeah, that's me.
Luke.
When I'm not trapped inside of a felt painting a la Blue Skidoo, you can find me everywhere they can find you.
Cool. So yeah, you guys can find me almost everywhere as of now. I'm making up other channels or other accounts with this. So Wolfsbane 1025 here at Twitch slash Wolfsbane 1025. Twitter as well, same thing. And for anyone who has missed out on any of the previous sessions, you can also find me and all of our archive stuff at YouTube with Wolfsbane 1025. I've been kind of on hiatus a little bit from streaming so much. I hurt myself at work, so I'm taking some time. And yeah, where I'm at. All right, everyone, I guess let's get into it.
Oops.
Cool. So, previously on Avatar, some things happened, like sporadically. A fight happened between some gnolls and some fire soldiers, which ended with some interesting encounters with a stick and two other gnolls beating each other almost to death. Jaya kidnapped a soldier. Pri was released from said fight. Rinzu tickled said soldier that was kidnapped, and Shang ran off on his own. So with everything that has happened, you guys are all kind of riding along on the back of this carriage. Give me kind of like a rundown of where you guys are at, like seating wise. I would
Gia
imagine.
is always driving.
Okay.
Well, damn. In that case, I'll be riding. I'm riding in the back.
Okay.
Is this
I
a
think-
closed cart or is it open?
It's a closed cart. So
Oh, in that case, I'll be riding shotgun.
all right.
You described it as a stagecoach, so like it should be
It's-
fairly
it's a
roomy.
It's a modified stagecoach.
I'm assuming like military grade, kind of like for transporting soldiers.
The one that you guys took, not so much. It's more so for someone who needs to be able to make potions on the way. So there's
Oh.
a door. There's a door in the back. Once you go through the door, there's like two small counters on either side, and there's a bench on the opposite end. And there's a window behind the bench that leads out to the driver.
Does it have any kind of Fire Nation or any other discerning logos on it?
All over the place.
So it is Fire Nation.
Yes, it is. Is all intents and purposes a Fire Nation.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Is it
Okay.
okay? So probably from the make, someone could be like, "That's not from around here," or is it? Does it have banners on it? Like,
I'm assuming it's like painted and or carved into the wood of this thing.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
So for the most part, what you guys are seeing on it is like a reddish wood with like golden embroidery around it. It looks like there's some like, they're not big, but it's like dragon head style nubs on like the tops of it, like where the roof and the walls connect. There's like some drapes here and there that have got the Fire Nation logo like split down the middle on each side of the drape.
Gotcha. So just for the sake of
Look at that.
laying it out there, Gia is just going to be driving. Because if I recall correctly, we probably left that battle scene around like 3-4 in the afternoon. So she's just going to go until evening, until basically it looks like Naga needs to rest. And
Okay.
then we'll talk to the party about making camp.
Okay.
But you guys can have your scene. Do I need to roll anything for you?
Roll vehicle, land vehicle.
See, I don't know how to do that for my character sheet because it doesn't have like it just shows a question mark
A
next to
D20 and then add your proficiency.
D20 and proficiency. Okay. Um, oh yeah, see when I try to click on it, it asks me for my
Yeah, the
attribute.
tool proficiencies are weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. D20.
I know.
And then add your proficiency, so
So it'd be a 7.
7.
Do I add
Alright.
anything else to that?
Not for this one, just because it's a basic one.
Okay. Oops. This is probably gonna click on it. Sorry.
No, you're good. You can just add it.
Okay.
So you and Naga aren't necessarily like used to this style of transportation, seeing as you are from, you know, the Northern Water Tribe. Mostly what you guys have got out there is like sled based stuff.
Mhm.
Naga being the fact that she's a bear dog hybrid. She's not used to pulling something this heavy either. She's used to, sprinting and running through the wind with not so much. So she's having a little bit of a hard time pulling this, but I mean, she's getting it done.
She doesn't have the smoother stride of like an oxen or a horse.
Yeah, it's a little rough for everyone else.
Yeah, and I imagine the ground is a lot harder than where you were used to. We're
Oh,
used to like
absolutely,
snow and ice. So
absolutely. This is dirt and rocks and like branches and twigs and stuff like that that have fallen on the ground.
yep.
So what's
Uh,
all in the back of the cart?
Like the outside or inside?
The inside.
So you got the door on the back and you got two like half counter type things. And
Yeah.
they've got, well, you guys have filled in a good portion of your space with all of your supplies that you picked up from last session.
Okay, so forgive me for because I know this is not technically the PC term, but it's more or less like a gypsy caravan. Is that what I'm getting the sense of? But like Fire Nation themed?
Yes.
Okay.
That is more accurate.
I thought we tied the stuff to the top.
No, you guys piled it in so you can get away.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of makes sense to me.
So I'm sitting next to Gia, I guess. If it's a stagecoach, I'm assuming Renzu and. Forgive me, Zach. What's your character's name again? I don't think I was actually there to hear it.
Prius or Pre.
Okay. Well, I will. Or I'm assuming they, Renzu and Prius are inside the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach, I need to turn you up in Discord.
If I could make a suggestion, I would say we hide hide our cart before we make it to the gates. I don't want to raise suspicion.
Who are you
We're
talking
looking
to?
to Oh, I'm talking to Gia. I'm sitting next to Gia.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Bless you.
Gia will kind of keeping her eyes on the road. She'll kind of like nod towards you, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I was kind of worried about that as well. This is definitely a Fire Nation vehicle. Um, is there any way do you think we can remove these brands?"
A bit of an idea, but it's gonna take a mixture of the both of us, I would think. Well, at this point, I know she's a waterbender, right? Like
Um,
that is that knowledge available, or was I not there to hear that? Because I genuinely don't remember.
Renzu it told you that I was a waterbender, and I believe I did try and fail some waterbending in combat.
I believe with a little bit of our bending, we might be able to, I don't know, cover this. We might be able to cover this in a bit of mud.
Hey
Maybe
Brent,
modify the cart.
can you move a little closer to your mic?
My mic is. I would be eating it if it was any closer.
Okay, let me
Oh, he sounds fine to me.
turn you up a little bit. in
Yeah,
Discord.
he's okay.
I think you turned me down because I can get a little loud.
Okay, let's
So
try
you
that.
said the cart had like alchemy stuff in it?
Not like not alchemy in the way that you guys would think. It would be more like there's a setup for people who wanted to make like potions of healing or resistance and stuff like that. Not, but you guys had
Apothecary.
yes, but most of that stuff did break during that fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there acid inside there so we can burn off the logos?
Roll me a perception.
Perception. Double 17.
Okay. So there's
bad.
there's a small little container or a glass canister that's got a little bit left in it, not a whole hell of a lot. If you were to use it to making something, you've got like a 1 vial worth.
I wanted to use it to. Is there enough to burn off the paint from the Fire Nation, or is that not what it would be used
No.
for?
Not there's not enough to burn it all off. There's too much Fire Nation embroiderment on this thing for what you got.
Am I coming in clearly? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Sorry. To get back to what I was saying, and I know I'm gonna have to speak up a little bit because Brutus is supposed to have a deeper tone to him. Just, I believe with a mixture of your waterbending and my earthbending, we could maybe conjure up enough mud to cover up some of the brandings. As far as some of the embroidery, oh, that's gonna take some doing. Maybe I can break off some of these spikes and try to remove some of the gilding.
I hate to interrupt, but wouldn't we want to keep the markings up when we show up to the encampment? If we show up without the markings, wouldn't they be suspicious that this cart was altered?
Can I
Damned
pocket
if
the
you
acid?
do. Oh. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Garrett,
fair is fair.
Go if you want a pocket, go ahead and you get one small vial of acid.
I don't really.
So this
I'm
path
not really
that you guys,
keen on the.
this
Go
path
ahead.
that you guys are on takes you to the Abbey and not directly to the Fire Nation prison.
Yes. I kind of like nod my head back to Pre, and I'm gonna be like, "Well, I'm not really keen on entering any place with a Fire Nation logo on my back. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to convince them that I'm with the army. I think."
That's true.
You are
May-
also in like blue, like significantly blue clothing.
Although I do have a set of armor that I picked up from 21, but
God damn it. 21.
21.
that really just covers me, and can't exactly firebend. Although
Not
maybe
with
if I
that
put some
attitude.
red in the water.
Uh,
well, at least it's something. Maybe we can cover this thing up when we go into like a non-Fire Nation village, and then uncover it when we go to the prison.
Dang it, I should have kept the sail to that boat.
I kind of like the big guy's combination bending idea. Do you think maybe if we had a good control over it, we could sculpt the mud, kind of make it look like, I don't know, these
Like-
dragons look like Earth Nation animals or something like that?
You know, that might be a good idea. I like that.
Do you know how to bend, Pre?
Of course, I am a waterbender after all.
Perfect. So maybe we can get all of us in on it. What time is it looking like right now?
The sun is starting to get a little low. You guys have been traveling for just a little bit. It's probably pushing like 7 ish.
Okay. Can we try and like make some sort of like survival or navigational check of some kind to see if there's like like if a river that we could kind of pull off next to or something like that, a pond maybe, and any kind of source of water and mud.
Just give me a perception.
All right.
Any one of you guys can give me a perception that are outside the cart. Oh.
It's a 17.
Perception. Game, please. Why do I have these issues? Boop. That's a
Alright.
14, Captain.
All right. Well, there's like small streams here and there. There's a few puddles. There's definitely enough for you guys to kind of cover up what you need to.
Yeah, a stream is fine. That's
Yeah.
sort of like, let's see if there's like a bank that we could kind of pull off to, maybe some like obscuring bushes from the road that we can pull behind. Any kind of situation like that, get this thing parked.
Yeah. So Naga is not even like hesitant. She sees water. She just pulls the whole cart behind this mass of like trees and bushes, and she's still lashed up to it. So she's looking at what harness she can get a visual of, looking back at you and looking at the water. You guys have stopped at this point, and she's
I just
like,
kind of like pull on her reins while she's like kind of tugging, like, "Whoa, girl! All right, don't want to lose another vessel."
okay.
Are there any health potions in the back? Since you said there was where they could be making one.
I think you guys had grabbed that last session.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was an herbalist kit that my character got.
No, you got 2 potions of healing and 1 salvageable anti venom.
Right.
So Luke, as
Yeah.
you pull the reins off Naga, she hops right out of it and just runs to the water and starts lapping it up. Kippy on her head, diving right in.
Yeah, I get her like completely like unhitched, and like I get all like the other like the saddle and everything off of her.
Mhm.
I believe we had a blanket up under her harness and stuff like that, so I just make sure she's completely dog naked, and I let her enjoy the free time. Be like, all right, girl, take a nice rest. You've earned it. Don't go too far. And I kind of pat her on the side, and I let Kippy out.
Zach, Flicker dives off of your shoulder out the window and runs over to the water as well.
Oh, are you thirsty? Go for it.
At
You
this
see
point,
the-
I would like to fill up I'm assuming I have a canteen of sorts.
Yeah, I think you've all got some sort of water skins.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna top off my my 5-gallon jug.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep a little close eye on Flicker, but I'll participate in the sculpting.
Okay. So who's all taking part in the sculpting?
I'm definitely want to get in there because I rarely get to do my water bending for practical reasons other than medicine. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna use my shape water, and I'm gonna ring some water around myself, and sort of like the sort of basic stance that my brother taught me. And I'm
Okay.
gonna turn to Brutus and be like, all right, so how do we mix these?
We're by the stream, yes.
Yes.
So what Brutus is going to do is essentially dig a. He's going to. I was going to say part his legs, but that's not right. He's going to go into a defensive stance, put his hands together, and push the earth back or pull the earth back towards him a little bit, and
Okay.
he's just going to point. Just fill this with water, or
Oh,
like.
well, that's easy enough. And I just sort of like wave my arms around in a sort of like a rhythmic dancing motion, and I just start to divert the part of the stream into the hole.
and he begins to move the earth, essentially stirring.
Okay.
And then from that point, he's going to leave the actual sculpting to the others. He's just going to make sure he keeps the resource available, and he's going to be applying it. We're told.
Okay. And you said, Zach, you said Gia's gonna help out with this too.
Yeah.
Okay. So all Brutus, roll me a. What would that one be? A strength check,
Okay.
and Gia and Pre, roll me a athletics or acrobatics check.
25, baby.
Acrobatics.
Wait, was that a? Did I do
Or
save? I did
athletics.
save, didn't I?
Oof.
Yes,
Shit.
Brent, you said you hit save.
10.
That's an interesting one. I'm gonna go with the acrobatics. I'm gonna try and do this rhythmically.
Okay. So you guys aren't necessarily sure on how exactly to apply this correctly. I mean, you're getting splotches of mud here and there, enough to kind of cover up like the spiky ends and like some of the gold embroiderment, but it doesn't seem like it's holding too well. And a little runny.
I'm gonna as I'm sort of helping Brutus like stir this cement in the mixer from the water end. I'm gonna look to Pre, and I'm gonna look to Brutus. I'm gonna kind of look back and forth between them. Does anyone know how to make it set?
Well, maybe it's a little too wet.
Then in that case, Brutus will try again and dig a different spot.
Okay.
Unless you can pull the water out of it.
Renzu,
I
find
mean-
anything interesting inside the cart while they're doing their thing?
Not a whole hell of a lot that isn't covered in like boxes and bags of stuff.
And glass?
Yes, and glass and like remaining stuff that's been kind of thrown around during that fight.
Yeah. Okay. Does Renzu hear what they're doing outside?
You'd
Would
feel
hope
you'd feel the mud kind of being slapped across it. It would shake the cart a little bit, not here and there.
I'll give it a minute.
All right. So what do you guys want to do outside the cart as far as the mud?
I mean, I can freeze it. I don't know if I can pull water out of it. Can I?
Roll a knowledge or intelligence.
Intelligence.
Would I
Oh, no.
would I have to pull in, or roll intelligence as well?
If you want to, if you want to figure that one out, go for it.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oof.
That's another 9 in a row.
Shit.
Get those rolls out as soon as or early.
Yep,
Did that do it? It didn't do it.
it did not.
Do I have to hit the... Oh, there we go.
10 with a nat 1 on the backside. Okay.
Oof.
Brutus rolled me in intelligence.
Oh,
no.
why? 15, and that's with a -1.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm gonna turn to Pre, and I'm gonna be like, well, I mean, we could freeze it like a little at a time, but I don't think that's gonna hold down here.
It might not hold for long, but maybe long enough.
So
Uh,
with Brutus, with that roll, like if you add more more mud with like sticks and stuff like that inside of it, it would hold a little bit more.
I will start to gather sticks and leaves and whatnot. Just other to make a harder base.
basically the way that it would work out would be the same way that construction workers pour cement, where they need rebar in the center of it to hold better, and then they put the cement on top of it, and it binds like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
you got to add some refractory to it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
with Gia and Pre's rolls, a little less water, a little more dirt is what you're getting from that.
Okay, I'll divert less of the stream, but I think we're gonna need you to move a little bit more weight there, big guy.
he
So
he goes
question.
and he starts crushing sticks or breaking sticks and whatnot, and kind of putting it into the pile and mixing it in.
I whistle over to Naga, which I'm pretty sure is not going to pick up on this mic. And I ask her and Kippy to go fetch sticks and leaves and stuff, and crush them into the pit.
So
We're
the
gonna make
dragon
this
heads on the
push.
cart, are they like attached fully into the cart, or can they like be screwed off?
They look like they were carved from the into the wood.
Can Renzu go try to carve a badger mole out of something that would fit over top of it?
Oh, that's
Uh,
right. You do that.
You can give it a shot. It would have to be a decent sized badger mole.
I mean, just a badger mole head.
It would still have to be a decent sized badger mole because, like, it is a dragon head. It's got like horns and whiskers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What do
one
I
second.
roll?
Roll me a nature. Oh,
What did we roll last time for his wood carving?
Sleight of hand.
I think it was sleight of hand. Roll me a investigation check to see if you can even find one big enough. And then I need a roll for Naga and Kippy.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Damn, that's a nat 20.
Hey, that's a big ass piece of wood over there. Let's use
already
that.
partially. It already partially resembles a badger mole.
Yes, actually,
It's got like a big old knot for an eye.
let's go with that. You know, just a little bit of work here, a little touch up there. You'll be fine.
Yes.
All right. And Kippy and Naga, yeah, they've Naga is big, so she's getting like some of the bigger stuff, and Kippy's pulling like a branch here and there. You know, he's about the size of like a shoe, so he's grabbing what he can.
You know, I praise them both and reward each of them with a little fish nugget that I chop off.
Aw. Yes, you're adorable.
I'm gonna have to feed them anyway, so.
Yes. Keep in mind, Naga does have 2 stomachs.
Thank God we don't have a cow with us. That's 4.
All right.
A polar
So can
bear
we?
cow.
Oh, wait.
All right. So does this cement concoction have we bent it into the proper witch's brew in this ditch?
Yes.
All right.
We'll just say that, given a little bit of time, you guys have gotten like a pretty decent idea on how this is gonna set.
As Renzu comes back with a badger mole shaped log.
Yes. Rinzu, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand just to see how well this turns out. With advantage.
Doesn't even need it.
Does not 23. Yeah, like you sit here and you're just whittling down like the sides of it a little bit, and it doesn't take you long at all. It looks like a badger mole.
Yes. Guys,
With-
look what I did.
With a little bit of mud, it'll actually have like the same color and texture as well.
I'm gonna look over from what we're doing here, and I'm gonna be like, Renzu, that's amazing. What is it?
It's a badger mole.
Immediately, Brutus will stop looking. I mean, stop doing what he's doing, and just look back and just go, now that's amazing. And then he goes
I
back to
imagine
it.
I imagine he like stops bending the dirt and like it gets really heavy for me and Pre all of a sudden.
A badger dragon, huh?
Badger Mole.
Oh, excuse me, Badger Mole.
I'm gonna go stick it on top of the dragon head.
I'm not even gonna have you roll for that one. I'm gonna let that carry over. Yeah, you like you move the dragon head, and just or shave it down just a way where you can kind of slide the badger head right on top of it.
I'm gonna lean into Prius. Do you have any idea what a badger mole is?
To be honest with you, no idea.
Okay, it looks pretty.
I
And
agree.
I'm gonna roll a perception to see if I hear this.
Go for it.
I guess.
No.
I guess.
4.
The sound
Uh,
of dirt and water getting mixed together, you're a little too focused on that to be able to really hear them, despite the fact they're standing like 5 feet from you.
Just boy, the sound of dirt, and that's where it stops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Renzu to get like the badger mole head in position.
Just nonchalant girl talk.
Yes.
Right.
Scoff women.
I'm gonna wait for Renzu to get the head in position so we can kind of glue it with our plaster.
Okay.
Uh,
You guys won't even have to roll. Won't have to roll for that one. It doesn't take too long. Renzo
Okay.
hops up, kind of shaves it down, sticks it on, hops down. Like immediately, you guys start covering this thing in like wood, and not wood, but your mud, cement, wood concoction thing that you've got going on.
Okay.
You're
After it's all said and done, I will go over to the stream and wash my hands.
okay.
Go.
Cool.
Wash your hands. I don't know why I found that funny.
So this has taken you guys a little bit of time. So the sun is starting to set down.
You're like, oh well. It's a fun evening of painting that wagon. I'd say it looks pretty good. How good does it look?
Think Winnie the Pooh trying to cover up Rabbit's hole with a makeshift paint bucket.
That's kind of what I was afraid of.
I look at it and Brutus will just look at you guys, look back to the cart. Looks like absolute crap. Good job.
Well, maybe when it dries out a little bit more, you can try earth bending it or something. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to do much more for it from our end.
No, I'm okay. And after you say that, Brutus is just gonna say, I thought the whole point of it was to cover up and or make it look like crap. So I think we did our job.
That's a good point. Can you tell that it's a Fire Nation wagon?
It looks like a wagon that's gone through hell.
Okay.
We went mudding.
Yeah, there you go.
We
Well,
just
I
recently
mean-
added wheels to our sled.
Well, I mean, we did encounter those spirits, right? I mean, we were all there for that. And Ren, you and I, we ran into that big old gorilla boar thing. So, I don't know. Maybe we had to...
It looks like this, and he pulls out the statue he carved of it and shows it to Brutus. As shitty as it might have looked.
Brutus, the back of this looks really well done. The front of it, not so much.
Oh.
His hands were bigger. Gia just kind of like grabs her jaw and just kind of clicks it back and forth.
Did you get cold clocked? I wasn't there for that. Alright. Alright. Are we ready to make a move?
Well, no, we're making
Yeah,
camp here for the night.
The sun is starting to set.
Ah, okay. Well then in that case I will start to pull some sticks for a fire.
Okay. As you guys are starting to set up camp, the sun is going lower and lower, and actually, everyone roll me a perception check.
Can do.
Serpently.
Biscuit 17.
Okay.
And
Luke, that rolled twice for you.
Yeah, the first one was 12, I believe.
Okay. Pre. 14. All right.
14.
So just in the distance, you guys are actually starting to see a glow coming on, and you guys, it's not the glow from like the sun. It's more of the glow from like candles and fire and stuff like that. Just around the corner.
Hmm.
Naga
Yay.
kind of peers up at it, and yeah, I gotta pull up something.
So I'm sorry, you said it looks like someone else's fire,
It,
and it's moving towards us.
no, it's not moving. It's stationary. But it looks like the glow from like my candles, and from that distance, it looks like the glow from like a campfire.
Okay, so it could be it could be like a torch or something like that, or like just something that's like there, like we don't know.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to look over at Naga. Does she look like actually concerned or just curious?
Curiously confused.
I'm gonna kind of like tilt my head and be like, "What's the matter, girl?" I'm gonna look to the rest of the party.
I'm gonna call a Flicker back.
Okay. He quickly just runs up your side and around your neck.
Now, do I need to do an animal handling check to see how Flicker is reacting from the lights?
Sure, go ahead. Four. Uh, you haven't been with him too long, so this kind of seems natural for him. Gia, if you want to roll animal handling for Naga.
Yeah, sure. Is Kippy nearby as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna have this roll be for both of them.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're kind of like hanging out.
16. So Naga
Wait.
is interested in what this is, because again, it's not like moving. You guys aren't really seeing like any shadows coming off it, and she's slowly moving towards it, kind of like a very hesitant dog.
Would my pet Pentapus know anything about this?
Oh my god.
Uh, not really, considering that he's in a canister and isn't facing that direction.
He knows the secrets of the cephalopods.
Keep
Sorry.
that thing away from me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to the other human members of our party and be like, should we be concerned about lights in woods?
Should I roll an intelligence or whatever to figure out what it could be? To make an educated guess.
Sure.
What would that be?
Just roll me a just roll me a basic straight intelligence.
14.
So this is still going in like the direction of the path that you guys just came from.
Oh, is it coming towards us or leaving?
No. Like if you guys were to stay on the road that you were on, this would have put you in the same direction as this glow. So you could probably guess that this is something right off the beaten path of that road, like maybe like a way station kind of thing.
Might be a way station.
Well, I say way station, but it would be like a
checkpoint.
yeah kind of thing, or like a. From where you guys are standing, you guys got a bunch of trees, and you're a little far away, so it could honestly be anything. It might be a building, it might be an encampment, it might be someone stopping for the night. It's still points in the same direction as the road you were on.
Yeah.
Could be any number of things. My bet is probably someone else camping out.
Like,
Naga is
who would it-
still Naga is still moving in closer and closer, and to the point where like her head is most of the way through a bush.
Naga. I'm just
Is
gonna
there,
whistle
is
to
there
her.
any interesting smells coming from that direction?
Roll me a perception. Actually, no, roll me an investigation for that one.
I'm trying to command Naga to get back here.
Roll animal handling with
could I
disadvantage.
join in on the investigation roll as well?
Sure. 16.
Ugh. Low rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Ugh, and
So Pri isn't really smelling the same thing that Rinzu's smelling. Rinzu, you're smelling like the sense of like incense, kind of starting to waft over. Gia Naga is past the bush and kind of out of sight. Like she's making her way towards this thing.
I'm running up to her, and I'm gonna try and pull her back.
Okay.
Can I stealth towards it?
Sure. Roll me a stealth.
Oof. Oh, hey.
16.
16.
How do you want to stealth? Do you want to go in bushes? Do you want to go up in trees? How do you want to do that?
Bushes, fine.
All right, so you dive into a bush. You're not necessarily one with the bush, but you're like a commando that's got like you basically look like a commando that took a bush and is inside of it, stands up, walks with the bush, sits down, stands up, walks with the bush, sits down.
that is perfect. I'm sorry.
And Geared, as you get closer to this thing, like Naga is still very curious of it, and Gia is just trying to get her back. And you're
Naga
starting.
more curious of the bounding bush.
I'm gonna pull out a fish.
Does not grab her attention. She is enticed with the smell of this incense.
Like, hey, I'm gonna like smack the side of her with the fish. Like, Naga.
A violent
She-
lady.
She smacks
Not-
you with her
not-
tail.
not- Not hard, just like silly dog.
I look back to Prius and I just go, should we be following them?
Perhaps something seems very intriguing about that site.
Could you some help?
I'm just gonna start walking over. I'm not stealthing.
Okay.
I mean, not like walking into the line of sight, just walking to catch up to the other two.
All right. So as you guys make your way through this bush, this building starts to kind of come better and better into view, and like the smell of incense begins to roll in more and more, and crap, what was Rinzu? You're smelling jasmine tea.
Great.
I just imagined a cloud in the shape of like a really scraggly hand going up his nose and causing him to levitate and pulling him
Oh my
in.
god.
Like cartoon pie style. And he just starts floating in the air, just arms and legs hanging, and he's just floating with a dumb smile.
I mean, I have tea on me. It's not that bad of a thing.
This isn't tea that you recognize. This is almost on par with like fresh made tea directly from one of the air temples.
I am like grabbing handfuls of polar dog fur and folds of her flesh and like her leg and stuff, and like digging my heels into the ground. Like, you wouldn't do this if my stupid brother was here.
Give me a strength check.
I'm going to seeing her, sorry, struggle. I'm going to walk right in front of, or not right in front, but like close to the side of her face, or not Naga, right?
Yes.
Female polar dog.
So as she's, yeah, go ahead and roll me that strength check. Gia.
And I'm just gonna what I'm going to do is wrap my arm around around Naga's neck, just scratching the ear and kind of pushing back a little bit.
Can I give him advantage?
Sure.
Strength or animal handling, it's up to you. I feel unless you want something else. Sorry, I should leave that up to you.
Oh, this one would have to end up being both of you guys roll something different. So Gia would still have to roll a strength check, and Brutus would have to roll the animal handling.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
It was a double.
Oh.
You guys are seeing the road come into view as well.
Would you roll, please? Thank you.
Strength,
Oh, it's a 16.
Okay. All right, yeah, you beat her out. You kick in enough where she's feeling it on her side. Quickly turns over to you, looks back at the building, looks back at you, and sits down.
Eats the fish.
Yes, and turns her head, looks at you like, "Give me the fish."
You don't get the fish. You weren't listening. Come
I
here.
said, "Give me the fish."
So Brutus is essentially, he's moved to the front of her and he's still stroking her coat, essentially, be like one arm is holding onto the neck or whatever, the other is just like stroking her coat, kind of calming her down, and is kind of like trying to guide her back.
I toss the fish like a couple feet behind me, like, go get it, while I look at this building. Like, what has gotten into her?
Ooh, okay. So Naga turns around, goes to the fish, starts eating up. Kippy is long gone.
Kippy's gone?
Gone. And you see this little things bounding on the ground and into the front door of this building.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Would
You
Renzu
guys-
have seen Kippy?
Yes, actually, from your direction, yes.
Could I have Mage Hand stopped him?
No.
I
Dang.
imagine he weighs more than 10 pounds.
What is Kippy again? I think I missed.
He is an otter ray. He is half manta ray, half otter.
Is that an actual thing in the universe?
Nope.
Does it matter? It
No,
sounds cool.
no. I genuinely wanted to just look up a picture because that sounds awesome.
So as you guys are looking at the front door, or as Gia is looking at the front door and Kippy diving through, there's a sign off to the side that says the Velvet Tea House. Sorry, the Velvet Tea House and Inn.
Oh, well,
Wait, does it have Fire Nation logos or
No.
anything on it?
Or
No.
Earth Kingdom Nation. Look, well, Earth Kingdom look. So it's like the green. It's like a light brown embroidery all over the place.
it's like their architecture and stuff.
Yes, it looks like a. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a cookie cutter style building.
Do I see this from where I am?
Yes.
Screw it.
Yeah,
I'm
I imagine
approaching.
we're like in their driveway.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
guys,
I'm going to approach, seeing that it's got the Earth Nation or Earth Kingdom motif to it.
okay.
I will just walk up to the door. You said Kippy ran in.
Yeah, he ran up to the door inside. So
Is
there's
the
no
door
real like door.
closed?
There's no real like door. It's like the like drapes kind of thing, like a Japanese Chinese style cloth drapes instead of a door.
Okay.
I will walk in.
Okay. Does everyone else follow, or what are you guys all doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow behind him, and I'm gonna turn to Naga, and I'm gonna be like, stay, stay,
We
stay.
we don't exactly have the best track record of telling things to stay.
Actually,
Cough.
with that being said, go ahead and roll me an animal handling there. Yeah. I will roll something for Naga to see if
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
17.
she's still. Oh, actually, no. She has a negative that set. So yeah, you still beat her out.
I'm gonna put my fingers to my eyes, and I'm gonna point them back to her. I'm gonna go like look at her real hard and real mean.
She looks up at you, sees you do that, and she does like the whole like ashamed dog look and kind of head down and lays down where she's at.
It's a good girl. And I toss her another fish. Be back.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys all walk into this building?
Renzu steps out of the bush. Yes.
Okay.
I'll walk in.
Oh,
Uh,
well, good.
oh no, please.
I'm going to stroke Flicker's neck in comfort.
I walk. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I walk in and I will address the first staff member that I see.
Well, first, everyone just give me a Constitution check.
Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Just a straight roll.
Yeah, just a straight roll.
So a con check, not a
Oh,
save.
piss
Yeah,
off!
just a
Roll
con
20.
check.
I got a nat 20 on the other side. I got an 11.
Okay.
I had a +3 to that.
13.
It smells really good in this place. Like amazingly good.
What would a nat 1 have gotten me?
It smells like tea, I'm assuming.
Tea
Or
and burning incense. It smells like you could smell like the kitchen coming, like the smell of like cooking meat and stuff like that from the back coming out. It's like all these smells just wafting through. It smells like you walked into a Chinese restaurant.
It's like, whoa, what is all of this?
Yeah. So I will go up to a staff member and I'll just say, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. What is it? Otter ray?
Otter Ray.
Otter Ray. Yep.
One of my companions misplaced their otter ray, and I believe it walked in here. Have you seen hide or hair of it?
So first off, Brutus, you are seeing she's kind of like a shorter woman, about like 5'2" ish, brown hair. She's a like mid-20s lady.
Gotcha.
All smiles.
I have a quick question. Before we walked in, I wanted to know. I mean, we've already walked in, but I wanted to know: does the building look out of place on the road?
Not necessarily. It looks like just someone had put a building here for like weary travelers kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna step up to the counter with my fist kind of to my face, like anime girl style, and I'm gonna be like, he's like this big, and he's kind of like gray and blue, and his wings are like this big, and I'm sorry if he caused any trouble.
She looks at Brutus, looks at you, and says, "Sorry, I'm not gonna try and do a voice for this right now.
Voice changer, make it higher pitch.
I don't have one ready for her.
Oh man.
It's all good.
You just make her talk like this. The exact opposite.
Sorry.
Oh, my name is Cindy Smiles.
Let me get a swig of water really quick and see what I can do." Yes, welcome to the Velvet Tea House and Inn. Your little creature ran through behind me here and into our lounge area. If you would follow me, and she She turns around, walks through another set of curtains, and you guys. Well, she walks through a set of curtains. I'm gonna assume you guys follow behind.
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of like bow towards her because I'm assuming that's what we do in this universe, and I'm gonna be like, I am so sorry. Thank you so much for your help.
Can I make an insight check on this lady?
Sure.
Brutus will not bow because he doesn't understand the etiquette.
16. Is she trustworthy?
I mean, she comes off as like a basic greeter.
Okay.
Just bitch, I work here.
With
Sir,
all the shit that we've seen so far, I got not trust nothing.
sir, I just work here.
No, it was just a check. I was just questioning. No, I wasn't questioning her out loud.
That's me doing it out of the game. Like,
No.
sir, I just work here.
Sir, this is an Arby's. I need you to
Chinese
calm
version
down.
of Arby's. Goodness.
That's what Blake said in the chat.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, hang on 1 second. Fine. What is it? Nope, hang on, no. I can't do that while I'm midstream. That's gonna mess it up too much. So you guys walk through and you see Kippy there with like a bowl and his full head inside of it, and it looks like he's just lapping it, whatever the hell they gave him up. And
Great, now we have to pay for that. No, I'm joking.
you're seeing
I'm
like
gonna like
you're seeing a bunch of tables here and there with some not necessarily, well, there's no stools. There's like pillows on the ground. And there's like there's 4 tables on each side leading back to like a bar. Luke, were you trying to stealth something?
yeah, I'm gonna try and sneak up behind him
Okay.
with a 14.
See
Like
if-
my eyebrows all twitchy and stuff like that, but I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, use. Oh, actually, yeah, Kippy is.
Just gonna sit back and watch. Brutus is entertained.
Kippy does not notice you at all.
I'm going to just sort of like from below camera. I'm gonna like kind of creep up with my hands out like, and I'm gonna freaking just snatch him up off of like whatever bar stool or table he's sitting on.
He's
Yeah.
on. He's like center of the table in a ball.
I'm just gonna lift him up and I'm be like, you rude little ball of fur and scales. I'm just gonna like kind of like, oh, I'm being kind of playful with him. Like I'm gonna like kind of tickle him and grab him and stuff like that. But I'm like trying to keep him all close.
Do you ever pick a cat up while it's eating?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is very wiggly. He looks up at you, realizes it's you, looks back at the food, wiggles some more.
I am wearing armor. I don't care. I'm just gonna like I'm holding a football. I'm just gonna like kind of hold him tight and I'm be like, no, you didn't ask. You just ran out and had me all worried and had Brutus ask politely where you were.
The lady that walked in before you guys comes back out, and she's walking out with like a tray of what looks like teas and like small things of like gyoza and stuff like that, and sets it down on the table.
I'm stuffing Kippy into my shirt essentially. I'd be like, thank you so much. I'm sorry again for any trouble.
No, it's okay. No, this is actually how we meet most of our travelers. Someone just comes in.
Oh,
The first round of tea is on the house for most wary travelers. This plate of food here is on the house for now.
oh, that's incredibly generous of you. I'm gonna look to the rest of our crew. You guys hungry?
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for your generosity.
She bows turns around and walks back towards the kitchen area.
Well, I think we at least have a place to stay for now, if we wanted to, unless we wanted to just camp out in the.
Flicker sees the food and jumps off your shoulder.
Oh, hey!
They brought out
Alright.
like another bowl, kind of like what Kippy got, and he is chowing down.
Have you ever tried to trap a cat in your shirt? That's what I'm doing to Kippy right now. Like I'm gonna be like, nope, you can wait till the rest of us eat.
This is adorable.
What would I have you roll for shits and giggles? Roll me at animal handling.
Roll me shirt handling.
Roll for shirt.
Roll for shirt.
It's an 8.
You failed the shirt.
Can I argue that he's restrained?
Yes, you can. So that would give you advantage for that one.
I don't think it'll give anything like advantage on animal handling or anything. I don't know how that would work.
Yes. So we'll just go with he's restrained. He is wiggling so hard in your shirt though.
Oh wait, would it be a grapple?
She's already got him in his shirt, so he would. Well, I guess restrained would be classified as a grapple. But I think
Restrained-
I don't know. This
actually-
is all for fun right now, anyway. I
yeah,
think.
this is really just for fun.
Okay.
He is wiggling so hard. I'm assuming you guys all sit down.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys sit down? You guys start to drink the tea and eat the food.
Yes.
Okay.
Are these
And Renzu, wait, is there any like above them? Is there anything above? Like, how's the ceiling structured?
It's a A-frame ceiling. There's some beams that run across it, holding it up.
Can Renzu sit up there?
You can give me an acrobatics.
Wait, what?
Okay. Now give me a stealth.
22?
All right. They don't see you at all. Do you?
Sure don't.
Oh, what are the odds?
Do you bring like food and tea up with you?
Not one. Oh, this food looks amazing.
I mean, he can.
Rinzu, do you bring the food and tea up with you?
I will use my mage hand to bring a single cup up with me.
Okay. Yeah.
I just did this hand motion of like 2 fingers hold it, my index and my thumb holding it up. I'm like, you guys can't see me.
I'm gonna take a whiff of this tea to see what it smells like. And be like, oh man, Ren, you need to get yourself some. Renzu?
This smells like the greatest jasmine tea ever.
Yeah, the jasmine tea has me enticed that I don't even notice Renzu going up.
I'm a stealthy monk.
You said there are gyoza here. Are they boiled gyoza or fried gyoza?
Steamed.
Steamed? Excellent. I'm gonna like
oh,
The,
don't.
go
be-
to like
the best gyoza.
Mhm.
yeah.
I would.
I'm gonna
Sorry, go for it.
You're
I'm gonna
making,
go
You're making Zed hungry.
I'm gonna go reach for one of these things and I'm gonna like slowly pick it up and I'm gonna like look at it like what kind of little slug is this?
Would I know what gyoza is since we're in the Earth Nation still?
Yes,
technically?
you don't have to even roll for that one. Gyoza is like a very common like appetizer or snack kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gia sure don't.
Yeah, Gia would have no idea. Pri would have some kind of ideas, seeing as how she's been on the continent a little bit longer than Gia.
It's a kind of steamed dough appetizer. It's not a slug.
There's a few of them that they brought out. They brought out a vegetable one, and they brought out a pork-based one, and they brought out a chicken-based one.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I'm just going to pick one up at random and open it. Let's say it's the veggie one.
Okay.
See, this one's full of veggies. Opens up a different one, and this one's full of a meat of some kind. They're delicious. I would try it with the sauce.
What kind of meat?
If I'm not mistaken, it's a pork of some kind.
Oh. I've heard legends of pork.
Well, now's the time to try.
Legends.
A legend of pork.
I'm going to dip the gyoza that I picked at random into the sauce, and I'm gonna like hesitantly kind of stick out my tongue. Yeah.
All right.
I'll bite into it. What kind of gyoza did I get?
Roll a d3.
Oh, I was
a
gonna say
D4,
roll
I
a
think.
d6, but I got it for you. You
Wait, do
picked
you
up.
have a d3?
No, I've got a d6 on hand though.
Oh.
You picked up a pork one. It is really good. It's got that like the saltiness of the pig, and it's got like the chewiness from the steamed breading, and it's like melting in your mouth, kind of done. Like they did really good preparing this stuff.
Gia's eyes are gonna get all big and sparkly, and she's gonna be like, "The legends were true."
Are you gonna be okay?
Appetizing.
Turn that one off.
I'm just gonna look at him all nonchalant, like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." Grab like 10 more.
All right. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
Investigation.
Why?
I rolled a 12.
14.
I also
Okay.
wrote a 12.
Brutus sees more than them, but that might not mean much.
I rolled a 5, which is how many more pot stickers I'm focused on.
Oh, that's good.
The smell of the incense and the smell of the food are starting to build up, and your guys' heads are starting to get a little fuzzy, possibly from eating and drinking, and the feeling of your stomach starting to get full.
We're becoming lethargic.
There you go.
Renzu has only had tea.
That
no.
Almost like that one opening scene in Spirited Away, where the family eats a little too much food.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like lift my finger up. Is the hostess? Would that be the word? Waitress?
Mhm.
I don't know if she's a waitress. Is she
Hostess.
nearby?
Um,
Does she walk by at any point?
she's within like sight. She could see you. You guys are the only people here right now.
I'm gonna like dizzily lift my finger up, and I would be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I have a Dogobur outside. Can I tie her up?"
You could bring her inside. We have space.
You had the Dogobur outside? You're
Is she,
so nice.
she drunk now?
I thought you said we were getting lightheaded.
No, you guys are just getting that. You're starting to get the itis, like the Thanksgiving itis.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, we're lethargic. It's like you feel like going down for a nap.
I misunderstood. I thought we were getting like roofied.
Like
No.
belly's full.
Yes, your bellies are getting full.
Okay, got you.
Renzu, you're not necessarily getting full, but like this is some really good ass tea, and this is just putting you into that mood of like, I could relax right here.
So
Yes, tea.
at that thought, Renzu takes out his rope and wraps himself around the beam he's on.
What?
Okay.
Just so that he doesn't fall off.
Exactly.
Renzu
Not his
is
first rodeo.
Just for shits and giggles, roll me a sleight of hand with advantage.
Renzu is not a monk. Renzu's a shinobi.
Oh my god!
Wow.
And a really good one.
You get nat 20s on bullshit.
An amazing shinobi. Like he is. You did this so well that like even if there was an earthquake, you wouldn't budge.
It's a cocoon of hemp and rope.
You decide to not just do like a normal knot, like you practice your like shibari and shit. Like, no, this would be fun.
Literally, the end of the rope is just knotted up into like a monkey's fist or monkey's paw or whatever,
Yep.
Or a
Just for
butterfly.
or butterfly.
Um, as Rinzu is up here doing that, sorry, did you want the Naga to come in or did you want to have her outside?
Yeah, basically retcon what I said and make it less drunk.
Okay.
But yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna ask them if I can hitch her up somewhere, and I'm assuming they say bring her in.
Yeah. So just for the sake of brevity, she comes in and she kind of sits herself down next to you guys at like the end of the table and they bring out a bigger bowl for her.
Yeah, and I let Kippy out at this point. I let them eat together.
Okay. So you guys are all sitting there and you're eating and you guys are just talking the shit and having fun. Everyone roll me con checks with disadvantage.
Con checks.
Yes. Not saves, just checks.
Would that be like a negative value for a proficiency bonus?
No, it's just the lesser of the two dice.
Hey, guess
So.
which of us is the biggest and also got a 5?
I got a 7.
Uh,
Oh man, if only I could use
Zach, you rolled a save, just a regular check.
oh right.
Hey,
Oh my
Still. Still.
It made mine worse.
So you guys are dozing off. Like there's no helping it. You guys are, for everyone that's at the table, you go to sip your tea and eat your stuff and your head's just starting to lull further down and closer to the table to the point where you just go splat. Well, your heads hit the tables and you guys are unconscious. Renzu, you're doing the same thing. As you're sitting there, you've got like your cup of tea in your hand and you're dozing off. You are out.
But I am safely tied to that beam.
Yes. You are, for all sake of purposes, one with the beam. As you start to pass out, Gia, roll me one last perception check.
Oh man. 21.
21. All right. You hear some clattering. Very familiar clattering.
oh,
And as you pass out, a couple seconds pass by, and that is actually where, because he's not here, I still need to do this for him. We're gonna jump to Shang. He's not here. I did have him roll these just so I knew where he was gonna be at. So,
Oh damn.
and because I know he's listening and he would have had to watch this and know this anyway. Shang, you dipped from the crew and you kind of went off and you found your ostrich horse again. And you're traveling by you're traveling down this road and you trying to not be spotted by anyone else, you dip off the road and you see this higher ground that gives you a decent vantage point, and you're up there and the night starts to pass by and you stop for the night and make your own little like camp, and you can see like everything around you, and out in the far distance you see the glow of what you can assume is the abbey, and below you is also another glow from, assumably, would be this tea house inn thing. And you see the shenanigans of all of them trying to stop this massive polar bear dog. And a few minutes go by, and she gets up. Naga gets up off the ground, walks inside the building, and again, not trying to really get caught by anyone or be around too many people. You decide to call it a night, kind of tuck yourself behind some bushes, and make your food, make drink, whatever, and you begin to lull off into your own dreams, or into your own head and dreams, and go to bed. And we will go back to the rest of the crew. So a few minutes go by, and you guys are all woken up in this. Sorry, 1 second. Let's do. Oh, hang on. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Is that coming in for you guys?
It's a bit quiet. Oh. Perfect.
This one kind of goes up and down in volume.
Fair enough.
So I can turn it up a little bit. Oh, why did that stop? There we go. All right. So, you guys all not necessarily awaken. You know that state when you're asleep and you just, when you start to dream, you're already in the middle of something and you don't really like wake up to do anything. This is what you guys are. This is what happens. Why does that keep stopping?
I think it might be a loop.
It's just a long pause between tracks.
There we go. No, I forgot to actually set this one to loop. So you guys wake up, or you guys are in these stone basket type things, and you're on this ramp at decent speed going downwards. Brutus, make me a perception check with advantage. Everyone else can make a perception check if you want, but it would be with disadvantage.
Can you run?
Dang.
Okay.
12.
Nat 20.
It would be disadvantage, so Zach, yours would be a 16. So
He
this
is
is
still kind of out of it.
this is Umashu. You guys are on the transportation system, or I forget what they call it, but it's the actual ramps they have for transporting like goods and stuff like that across the city. You guys are in a basket on one of those ramps.
So I'm starting to come to.
You guys are all awake, but you're in this dream state.
Oh, we're sedated.
You guys are in a dream.
Oh.
So you're waking up into this dream in the city of Umashu in a basket on a ramp.
Does Brutus recognize this?
That's why I had you roll the perceptions.
Wait a minute. That's where I'm from.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have the ability of speech right now?
Yes, you guys can still talk to each other. For some reason, you guys can't seem to get out of this basket.
Do I have the ability to move at least, or are we like packed together?
Sorry, repeat that.
Are we packed together, or
Yes.
do I have space to move around a little bit?
All four of you are inside this basket thing.
What the hell am I doing back in Umashu?
Gia is trying to stay asleep.
you guys are in a dream. You guys aren't asleep. You guys are.
No, I understand, but like when you're like waking up and you're like, no, I'm going back to sleep. That's what Gia's doing.
Okay. Okay. Delivery
like
shoots, that's what they're called.
Like a shock, like a small shock of fear, and then a massive shock or a shot of confusion just hits Brutus, and he's frantically looking
Why are
around.
those so short? All right, let's do. Sorry, for some reason it keeps on stopping me. There we go. Okay, sorry, what was that?
So in slight fear, but more confusion, you will see Brutus's eyes and like head turning and darting. Like he's like darting from side to side, taking everything in, and he just says, "Why the hell are we back here?"
Okay.
What's wrong, Buddhist?
I shouldn't be here.
And you get this basket just keeps on going down. Like the rush of wind keeps passing all your guys' heads.
Do I recognize where it could be heading?
Just downwards.
Just downwards, like literally, like what, a void, or just towards the
No.
town and never reaches it?
Towards town and doesn't seem to really reach it. It just, you guys are moving, but nothing ever seems to get closer. Nothing ever seems to get further away. But you know you are in the state of movement.
Can I attempt an intelligence check to try to understand this?
Sure.
Or a different.
Actually-
so would that be a check or a saving throw?
Actually, give me a perception check.
Check. You got it. 16.
So, what's up?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
So Brutus, as you're looking around trying to see everything, you see your grandma down on the main road and you walking around. You can't quite make out what you guys are saying. You're a little too far, but you guys like enter a building, and a few moments later you guys leave the building, walk down the road.
What is this? Does everybody else see this, or is it
Yeah,
just me?
you guys are all seeing it. You're just the only, you would be the one to recognize it.
Oh. I'll point myself out then to the group.
Okay.
And while I'm at it, do I notice that Gia is currently, well, not pretending, but I'm going to make the assumption that Gia is asleep, and I will try to wake her up. Like, I'll shake her.
Sure.
Gia's eyes are like squeezed tight, and she's like kind of mumbling to herself. This isn't real. I'm sleeping.
There's no place like
This isn't
home.
Like she looks almost frustrated, but like her eyes are gripped tight.
So
It's
so
not
I so I can actually understand what you're saying, and I can see that you're actually awake, but trying to quote unquote wake up for real.
I
Oh,
am.
you're struggling.
Yeah,
essentially.
basically. Also, are Kippy and Naga with us?
No.
Okay. So yeah, she is just like gripping herself like in like a fetal position as much as possible in this weird basket thing.
Okay.
She's like, not awake. This isn't real.
Everyone roll me a perception check. Just general perception.
Also, Brutus, if you would like to, you can roll an insight. Renzu, you can probably roll that with advantage.
Hey,
Yeah.
18.
What
18
am I
on the
rolling?
insight.
If you guys want to roll an insight on Gia.
I got an 18 on the insight. I got a 12 on the perception.
Okay.
I wish I could switch those.
Pri, if you want to, you can. I'll leave that up to you. Okay. So for Pri, Gia just seems like she doesn't want to be here. Not 100% sure why, but she just does not want to be here. Brutus, something is up. but it just kind of like what Priya is getting. She doesn't want to be here, and she is trying her hardest not to.
She's
Brutus.
also like, you would probably pick up the. Oh, go ahead.
Go for it.
Brutus, you'd probably pick up that like she is like, you know, this is not terrifying to her. This is something that she's like rejecting. Like, and this is probably something that's kind of familiar.
I'll just look down and I'll quietly say to her, "Believe me, I don't want to be here either."
Oh, sorry. So for all you guys' perception checks,
Yes.
Oh, I still need to roll that, don't I?
Let's see. We got one from. Yes. Anyone from you?
I mean,
Alright. So, Brutus, and Renzu, you guys are seeing this outline of a kabuki doll mask, like this massive one, kind of like out in the distance, kind of like a hue kind of thing. Doesn't look like it's there physically, but there's something there. And Zach, there's just like a light brownish tint to the air into your guys' sight as well.
This place is a little unsettling.
wait, do you hear the background music?
You are not going to be our Deadpool.
Oh man.
I approve.
I can't make that choice, but man.
You guys just continuously feel this rush of air as you pass by, and the basket seems like it's moving, but still not. This is now in your guys' hands.
Is there a way I can use my earthbending to try to slow and or stop the cart?
If you want to give it a shot, go for it.
What would I even roll for that?
Strength. Use your chin, your manly chin.
Hang on. Earthbending. You gain access to spellcasting ability. The components for these spells become somatic. Sorry, let me. Oh.
It would probably be your mold earth, if you have that.
Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is, as we're going, use my earthbending to try to kind of move the railing kind of more inwards, slowly, like gradually, to kind of slow down our descent.
Okay.
If that's possible. I actually don't know what you would want me to roll for that.
Roll a athletics.
I will roll this thing you just said. Check. Or no. Sorry, athletics. 25.
Yeah. So you quickly like hop up, stand up, and like foot on the railing of this basket, and quickly move your hands inward, and like the walls of this thing slowly start to come inward, and as you start to slow down, you're hearing more sounds from below you, and you're seeing you and your grandma yet again walking down below you, and it looks like she's got a cloth, or not a cloth, but like a small box of things. You guys just keep on walking by.
What is the point of making me see this?
I'm going to like just clench my eyes a little bit tighter, and I'm gonna say it's not real. This feeling, this place, it's not real. Every time I've felt like this, it's been a dream, or probably the spirit world, but it's not real. I don't even know if you're real right now. Just waiting to wake up.
I'll tell you what's real. This pit in my heart.
Brutus, as you start talking to Gia, from kind of on like a street behind you guys, but still underneath you, you see your grandma and some of the guards of Amashu speaking to each other, and it doesn't look good. It looks like they're upset, and she is begging for them to not be.
Oh no, not again!
And it just kind of vanishes. Or sorry, they just kind of vanish.
So does the world kind of go dark?
No, you guys are still there. It's just your grandma and the guards that vanished. Everything else is still there. You guys still see Omashu, still in the basket, everything.
Because he's in such a pit of despair and he wants to fucking leave. He closes his eyes. And he like sits down, I'm trying to think. Yeah, he sits down kind of in more of an upright fetal position, cradling his head with his eyes closed tight. Were you messing with my sheet just now?
Yeah, I was looking at something because I forgot what I had written for a few things, but I put it in your stuff.
Gotcha. And he's just rocking back and forth, and he starts chanting the same thing. This isn't real.
What is wrong with this place? My priest stands up to see what's going on.
Brutus, were you pointing out your grandma?
I would say I was making enough of a ruckus that they would probably, if they saw me freaking out, they would see where I'm looking. I'm not gonna speak for everyone, but that's in my head. That's what I pictured going on.
All right. Pre, go ahead and roll me a perception. All right, so an 18. So you saw glimpses of Brutus and his grandma here and there as you guys have been on this never-ending basket ride. Sorry, go for it.
We're not going terribly fast, are we? Or it's just like slowly descending.
Well, you guys are beginning to slow down because Brutus Brutus had closed the walls up a little bit. You guys are still, it still feels like you're moving, but not as fast. Like you still feel like the rush of the wind flying past you. As Pre is looking around, you see another glimpse of Brutus and his grandma down on like the lower end of it, but still very clear that it is them. And she's passing him this small white box and hugging him tightly, and the image vanishes.
I'm assuming Brutus remembers what she said.
Yes.
Would I be able to pull from memory?
Roll a history with advantage.
History with advantage. 14.
So before you left, your grandma did give you this box, and she left, and it had a note on it.
Oh, actually, let me. Where is it? No.
It should be in your thing.
I am not seeing it. I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Actually, it was when I was selecting a character, it gives me an option to pick the... Alright, until I figure it out. Let's just say I reach into my band and I pull out the note.
So the note the only thing that's written on it says only used in last resort, very volatile.
His grandma gave him a bomb.
And I have 3 of these. Yes.
Yes.
Grandmother Nukem.
Stop. All right. I will pluck one. Oh yeah, there it is. Small vial.
Yes.
I will pluck one and I will look at it. What?
It is clear there. You can see right through it. There's nothing really to it. It just looks like an empty vial.
I'm assuming it's corked.
It's more like a screw-on metal topper.
Oh right, yeah. You sent me a picture of this.
Yeah.
I will begin to unscrew it.
You do so and nothing happens.
Screw it back on and put it back into my pouch.
Okay. As you do that, the image of you and the city guards walking out to the main entrance.
What is the placement? I guess. Are they at my side or are they carrying me out? What's going on right now?
So they're just escorting you. They're not holding you down. There's you. There's 6 guards, 2 in front, 2 at your sides, 2 behind you. And these guys look like they're decked out. And you just watch as this image of you and these guards gets closer to the main entrance and vanish.
I don't know what bothers me more. The fact that I'm back at my home village. Or the fact that you're all here with me, seeing this. Is it possible I can bring the cart or the basket to a stop if I try Mold Earth again?
Yeah.
Was it athletics?
Yeah.
With advantage or no?
I'll give you advantage again.
17.
So you do so, and the cart comes to a complete halt, and you are all flung from this cart or from this basket.
Fuck.
And
Whoa.
and you begin to fall, and Umashu disappears.
Can you use sleight of hand?
For what? There's nothing there.
No, for the mold earth. Ignore me.
Brutus is not screaming out of fear. He's screaming out of anger.
You guys everything just goes black for a hot second, and you guys
Rinzu's sitting there
reappear.
with his legs crossed and his hand under his chin, like, this is interesting.
She is just trying to brace herself as she's flying through the air, like in the fetal position still, like, it's not real.
Everything goes black. And you guys all blink roughly the same time, and you reappear on the back of this flying bison.
Wait, we're on a bison now?
You are no longer in Umashu. Everything disappeared, and you wake up and you open your eyes up again, and you're sitting in this. You know the giant saddle seating arrangement thing they had on Appa?
It looks so comfortable.
Yes,
But yes.
You guys wake up. Well, you guys open your eyes back up, and you're sitting on the back of this.
Rinzu never had a bison, though.
So,
Okay.
Just
Uh,
accept it.
Rinzu, roll me a perception check with advantage.
Perception. Why?
20
Okay.
nat 20.
Bye, y'all.
So, same kind of thing. This flying bison appears to be moving, but nothing seems to be getting closer. Nothing seems to be getting further away. And in the distance, you are seeing the Western Air Temple.
Okay. So that's where I was going.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else, give me a perception check.
14.
Okay. Brutus and Gia.
I was gonna say, I would argue disadvantage because of how freaked out Brutus is right now and angry.
Gia is not willing to play mind games with the spirit world.
Yeah,
She's just keeping her eyes closed.
If
Okay.
you would allow, I will take that nat one.
Okay.
Just for this. Just for this.
Yeah. So, Gia, your eyes are still shut. Brutus, you're on the back of this flying thing. You're not used to being in the
And-
air.
Oh wait, does it feel softer?
Yes, absolutely softer.
Okay, Gia nuzzles into it thinking that it's Naga.
Well, so it's
And
softer, but
Renzu attempt to smack himself awake.
sorry, one second. Yes, you can, but give me 1 second. Gia, you don't feel the fur or anything like that. It
Like a hello.
No, I got you. It's like
Yeah.
a saddle type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
a-
understand.
yeah, it's a saddle. Renzu, you said you wanted to smack yourself awake.
Or a pinch to start. Well, a
You-
pinch would determine if they were dreaming because he wouldn't necessarily feel it.
Which one do you want to do? Pinch or slap?
I'm gonna slap myself.
You slap yourself and you go. Roll me a strength check really quick. So just all right. So a 10. So you go in to smack yourself. Nothing happens.
And I smack Brutus.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Could I use Dex since I'm a monk?
Bitch.
Sure.
Huh, not
Oh.
much better.
You smack him. Brutus, your
smack
head,
Brutus.
your head snaps aside really quick and back. You don't feel anything.
Wait, I don't feel anything as it wasn't strong enough, or I don't feel anything because it's a dream.
You don't feel anything because it's a dream.
Okay, I was like, just, wow, it almost smells like bitch in here. No, I'm kidding.
You just stop skipping arm day.
Anyway,
Renzu, roll me another perception check.
Dead.
So every time your eyes kind of glance over and look at the Western Air Temple, you're starting to see flames coming up in random spots and disappearing, and then flames in another spot and disappearing, flames in another spot and disappearing.
That didn't look good. Uh. I don't know what to do in this situation. Can I grab
Yes,
the reins of the bison and try to turn it?
Sure. Roll me a animal handling with advantage.
Wait, no one was driving this bison?
Nope, it's just you guys.
Nat 20.
I mean, I guess they can do that, but
At 20, so you hop over, you grab these reins, and you are pulling to the side of this flying bison, and it doesn't budge at all. Like it feels more like every time it feels like it's moving, it's just your hand slowly slipping on one side or the other of these reins.
Can I try to get it to go faster?
Sure. You won't even have to roll. You go to snap its reins again, and it feels like it's picking up a little bit more speed. but the Western Air Temple stays in place. Roll me another perception check.
Dang.
I'll say with advantage for that one, just because you do know this area. So that's a 16, and roll me also a history check with advantage. 14. All right, so your eyes bring you back to the Western Air Temple, and you see this fight happening. It doesn't look like a regular fight either. This one looks like a master level airbender versus like this wave of firebenders. And this wave of these firebenders is coming after this one dude, and you start to recognize the movements of this person, and this is Gyatso going ape shit on these Fire Nation soldiers. And you're just seeing these bodies dropping left and right of soldier after soldier. One every once in a while will get like a random hit in on Gyatso. But this man is like master level. He is holding his own. He is going at it. He is going toe to toe with 10 to 15 soldiers at one time. And he vanishes from sight. And he reappears over into the other section of the air temple, going at another wave of soldiers, and vanishes.
We hear the Wilhelm scream.
The what?
The Wilhelm scream.
No.
Oh. I can't think of anything else to do besides cheer him on.
Well, he's no longer coming into sight. You are starting to see more flames appear and stay on the building. These don't seem to be disappearing.
And they're still really far away.
Yeah. Same thing with Umasha. You guys have the feeling of constantly moving, but you're not getting any closer.
I'm just gonna make the bison spin.
Roll.
Following seemed to help. Following seemed to help last time.
Roll a. How do you want to spin?
Barrel
Roll.
roll.
Okay. Roll me animal handling. 22. Jesus Christ. All right. So you do so with ease, and this flying bison does a quick and sudden barrel roll, and you all get flung out of this saddle, and you begin to fall again, and fall, and everything vanishes from sight, and it goes black yet again. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was something.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back.
Creepy,
I need to
dude.
grab some water.
And we just get flung off these things twice.
If I forget the rules, do we go a level deeper or a level higher in the inception when we die?
So sorry. The way I'm currently playing Brutus is that he is a mixture of anxious and angry. That's pretty much it. Just
I was hoping
anxiety.
the slapping you would wake would work.
I didn't feel it. My jaw is that of stone.
I'm so glad you slapped him. That was such a good scene.
Thought
It
about
smell.
doing it in the last one, but I was like, I don't know when to interrupt.
It smell like bitch in here. No. I wish that had worked.
If only.
Right.
Should be told, I think we all do.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Luke. The
Yo, yo.
strawberry shortcake with a Reese's in the middle and then the whipped cream on top.
Ooh, you fat bitch.
Uh, if only. I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have the capacity to talk to you, chat, but I can talk at you and pretend that you can hear me. I don't know how many of you are watching tonight, but I'm glad that you could join us for this nightmare session.
Welcome to our own personal hells.
See, I feel like we already did a session about where I'm gonna be at, so I'm more curious to see what Pre's nightmare is gonna be.
Hmm.
Because I mean, Gia's is gonna go one of two ways, and we've already seen both. So yeah. Also, yeah, I've been suspicious of the freaking the tea house the entire time, but Gia was more concerned about being polite.
Hmm.
She didn't know this land.
I'm back.
Welcome. This is a fun little nightmare scape you've set up, Chavez. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. It was it's my way of putting you guys on an adventure without uh not having everyone present tonight, or at least able to play tonight.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think it's fun. I like that we have a scene where it's literally just Renzu's like, oh well, there they go. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's totally an Avatar fashion.
Yeah. Let me pull up chat.
I mean, the flying bison's not exactly Appa, is it?
No. No.
Yeah.
It's just a flying bison.
Hmm.
I'm assuming when we go into the waterbender one, we're gonna be on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Again.
You don't-
Yay.
You don't know? I'll have to get there.
I can take a guess.
You
Take
can.
a
You can take a
good
guess.
hard
That's for sure.
look at the Water Nation boat.
Blake, thanks for the resubscription. 4 months. Thank you. All right. So, chat, what do you think so far? For anyone who's actually still paying attention, I'm pretty sure I know at least one person who's just kind of sitting here. If he's actually here.
I'll be right back.
Oh, is Brent still here, or did he go and do something?
He was muted.
Oh, okay. Yes. Hi, Garrett. Thank you.
Okay, I return.
Oh,
Got my water.
We're just
Hi,
waiting.
Geared.
We're just waiting on Luke to get back now.
So I got these strawberry shortcake, little cakes. They were 50 cents for 6.
Mm.
It was just the base, just the bread itself, you know. So I also got the whipped cream, and before I put the whipped cream on, I put a Reese's cup in there,
Oh,
and
that
Luke
sounds
called
good.
me a fat bitch.
That sounds good.
Oh, with with the strawberry on top.
You can't forget the strawberry.
And the strawberry shortcake.
Otherwise, it'd just be a shortcake.
With Reese's.
Back when I was in high school, Brent, you remember the house that I used to live in?
Mhm.
We used to get just an assortment of berries. So me and Raven decided that we wanted to try something different. So we would use blackberries or blueberries instead of the strawberries. And the blackberry one was so good. Oh my god. I need to place an order for groceries and get some of those.
No doubt. First, he calls me overly skinny today, saying I needed to get meat on these bones, and then he calls me a fat bitch.
All right, Garrett. I'll do it.
Like, mofo, I'm lean. I'm-
Let's see. What can I use next? Oh, that's not working. That's right. Never mind. Yay,
Oh, yeah.
Gear rolled a nat 20.
Jesus, man. No, they're nat 20s he's throwing out.
For
Yeah.
the dumbest
Mhm.
shit.
It really is.
Oh, dude, our download speed's going fucking crazy. Seattle messaged me. He sent me an invite to play Occult with him, and I'm like, I don't own it, and plus I'm in D&D right now. I'm sorry, dude. Or on Wolf's channel. And then immediately after, he buys me the game. And and I'm like, well, I mean, we should be wrapping it up, soon-ish, right?
We're only like halfway through. We're only at like the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, just like soon-ish, right?
Mhm.
And then I was like, thank you. And then he just sent me a Discord message going, you're welcome, lol.
Oh, that
Oh, man, that
man.
water.
I swear.
As I said it, man, and I said it to him like directly. Man's a ray of sunshine on a rainy day.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Notes. There we go.
The Kabuki mask still wasn't there, was it?
The Kabuki mask has been there the entire time.
The Kabuki, no, the bison is wearing the Kabuki mask.
No, it's think of like how you perceive a rainbow, where it's always there in the background, and you can see where it comes up to. But if you try and focus too long on like where it's actually starting and ending from, you don't really see the exact points. So it's just kind of there. It's like,
It's just kind of staring at us.
yes, it is in. It's basically in place of the sun.
But
Now I'm picturing that.
if the bison wore the Kabuki mask, would it be the Phantom of the Appa?
Oh,
Luke, your audio
no.
just got a little weird.
Excuse me for 1 second.
It's been a second.
He spoke he spoke really deeply into his mic.
There we go. I removed him. Uh,
Okay.
Wait.
God damn it.
Oh god, wait, he has to leave and come back, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's doing it off his phone. It doesn't work the same way.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Luke, I forgot. Oh god, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Sorry, I I moved you to the lobby as a joke, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, and then I dragged you back in. He's gonna have to leave and come back manually. I completely that like left my mind and I was like, oh no, I sacrificed the man for a joke.
It's okay. I accidentally unplugged my headset anyway, so I just assumed that was my fuck up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes,
Oh.
totally.
All right. Is everyone back?
I think so. Is Zach
No.
back?
Mm-hmm.
Back, Brent, Geared. Okay, cool. All right. So let's get back to it.
Immediately plays the music.
Because it's not going to change for a little while. So you guys just got flung off of this flying bison, and you're plummeting. Well, you're falling, and everything vanishes and goes to black. And again, you guys kind of just emerge out of this blackness, riding on the back of these otter penguins.
That's a new one.
What?
I'd like to think Brutus is still cradling his head freaked out, but he's riding perfectly on the back of this penguin.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Okay.
I like to think that you changed it because I took a guess we were going to be on a boat.
Nope, I always had it written up as otter penguin.
I like your headcanon.
So you guys are on the back of these otter penguins, and you're on this hill and sliding down. Same situation as everything else. You guys are feeling the air. You're kind of seeing the snow and the ice just fly past you, but nothing seems to move. Pri and Jaya, give me perception checks.
Nope.
Well, your hands are occupied, so you'd have to be squinting really hard.
Oh boy.
Pri would have an advantage on this one.
Okay, so 17.
Okay.
I'm gonna grip
you-
otter penguin like it's Kippy, but I'm gonna keep my eyes clenched shut.
I mean, you can still make perception check with your ears and nose.
Nope. Shutting it out.
All right. Well, Pri, with your perception check, as you guys are coming down this hill, in the distance, you're seeing this village. It's not a big village. It's a small to medium-sized village, and you're seeing a ship slowly backing away from it and disappearing into the distance, but this village is still there.
Do I know what kind of ship it is?
It looks like a Fire Nation ship.
Oh no, did they take people with them?
It's not real. None of this is real. It's just a dream.
And you guys keep on sliding down and sliding, and again, Pri, you're looking at this village, and you're seeing this teenage girl, kind of like you kind of, with her height and size, she looks like she'd be like mid to late teens, possibly even early 20s, but probably in the teenage range. And she's leaving this like caves, and she runs out into the middle of this village, and she looks up and she sets off this flare, and the flare just fires up into the air and vanishes. So is the girl, but the village stays there.
Pri, you will remember at the end of the last episode, or the last session, I did inform you that we were betrayed, and one of my friends actually signaled the Fire Nation.
Wait, who? Do I know who this middle-aged girl is, or would I be able to know?
Roll me a history. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know exactly who it is. Off of what Gia has told you, and the fact that there was something that happened, you could piece together that this is still the same person that he's talking about. You wouldn't have met her specifically. But there, at some point in time, there had been talks of people who have the ability to bloodbend scattered across the northern tundra. As you get, sorry, go for it.
Maybe this is what the legends have been trying to warn me about. I need to know more.
As you guys continue to keep sliding, the village begins to burn. And just burn. And burn. Vanish.
Are they like burning ice?
The village and the fire all disappear from sight. Anyone who wants to roll a perception check.
Of course I'm going to.
19.
Goodness, 16.
Nice. Brutus, were you rolling, or are you just gonna leave it to them?
I'm gonna leave it to them.
Alright. So as that disappears from sight, you guys, a little closer than the village, you're seeing this group of Fire Nation soldiers just darting across the tundra. Oh, Luke left the game.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Have I?
there you are.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Okay, so Fire Nation are darting across the ice.
Yep, from left to right, just straight across your guys' view, and then vanishing out of sight.
What was that all about?
A few moments pass by, and Naga is at full sprint running across your view, the same direction.
I'm assuming Gia's on her back.
Yes. Well, you see a blue figure on your back, seeing as how you were in your tribal wear there.
Yeah.
You see, so you see what you can assume is Gia riding the back, and you see this blue figure just holding on for your dear life as he's like anime style holding on, and legs flapping in the background, just as they just bolt across your screen, and it looks like this dude is like almost on the verge of slipping right off. And they vanish out of sight. And just again,
Are we still on the back?
Huh?
Are we still on the backs of penguins?
Yeah, the otter penguins, yeah.
And they're just carrying us?
Yeah, you guys are at for all intents and purposes, you guys are sledding down this hill on the backs of penguins.
Okay.
Are
I'm still
there
keeping my eyes closed.
Are there any other penguins or otter penguins around us, or is it just one for each of us?
No, there's a small little like group of them. So it's you four kind of in the lead of it, and like behind you there's a few of them kind of just scattered around.
Maybe if anything is not real here, maybe I could try and jump onto another one.
You want to try and
Let's-
leapfrog
be-
from penguin to penguin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be acrobatics?
Yes.
I'm gonna call out. I don't know if you're real or not, but every time I've been here, he's been here. Be careful.
Wait, who's he?
Don't know. He's big and he laughs from the shadows. He lives in the spirit realm.
So, Pri, you go to jump to this other penguin, and you do so. You land on the back of it, and the one you were just on disappears from sight, and the one that you landed on moves forward in the group.
Which one of what is? Can I say that he's with me? Or she's with me?
No, the penguins are only big enough to hold one person at a time.
Oh, so it's one of the other penguins. 'Cause
Yes.
I thought there were only.
No,
Okay, I thought there.
it's the four you guys are on, and then there's like a few here and there scattered across. A couple behind you, a couple to the side, like diagonally behind you on either side.
Gotcha. So we got a flock of penguins.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone who who does have their eyes open, give me a perception check with advantage.
Uh, 18.
18. Brutus,
Yes.
need one from you as well.
Okay. So
With advantage.
perception, yes.
Yep.
11.
I mean, luckily the save isn't high on this one. You guys see this giant erupting bright light from the right side, from off to your right, like diagonal right, and like this is super bright enough to where like you gotta look down really quickly to not go blind, kind of bright. And as it disappears, you guys are seeing what you can assume is Gia, Naga, and this other person that you previously saw getting up from the ground, and all around you you're seeing creatures coming into sight and vanishing.
What the hell?
Wait,
all-
Gia, is this what you told me about?
Gia's picking herself up from the ground at this point with her.
Oh no,
with her-
you guys are on it. You guys are seeing the past.
Okay.
So you guys are still on the penguin.
Well, she still sort of picks herself up from her fetal position, and she sort of has this grimace on her face. She says, "Yeah, this is where I let him go. Zhao crossed into the spirit portal and blasted us out of that forest. Now the spirits are wandering about trying to get their revenge. This is where I failed.
No, you didn't fail. I like to believe that you tried your best to stop him, but it sounds like he was a bit more ambitious.
At the end of the day, oh god,
Something tells me that we need to find a way to stop the Fire Nation from encountering more of these portals wherever they exist, if there's more.
she looks at Pri with a very stern face. She says, "Look, I might be the best healer and the best warrior in my village, but at the end of the day, all I did was capture about a dozen guys."
Everyone give me a dex check really quick. Or a dex save.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Yeah, this is happening while you're saying it.
Oh yeah.
Scenes.
Not with advantage.
No.
Oh boy, 7.
24.
She's gonna say, right now, all I'm focused on is saving Noah and getting out of here.
Jesus. Okay.
And Noah's one of your tribe members?
This is my brother.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
We'll get him. Maybe we'll get him back.
As you
There's
guys
no
are
maybe. I will.
as you guys are talking, the sight of the light and you Naga and this figure vanish from your right hand side, and on the left you see the Northern Water Tribe capital appear, and all the boats in the distance, all the boats that were there just pulling away backwards. And you're far enough away where you can't make out the figure, but you see Naga dive into the water. And the image fades.
Is the water and snow like around us like bendable?
You could try.
Okay. I'm just like Gia's in an emotional state right now, so like it's like getting like colder and the ice is getting more jagged around her.
Okay.
But what do I need to roll something for that?
Roll a. Let me pull up a thing. Roll a. Roll a nature check.
Sure.
8.
Eight.
It feels like it's bendable, but it's not really giving a lot of give.
So it's probably just like the stuff sticking to her, like just
Yeah.
getting like more frosty.
Yeah, more or less, what's on you is what you could bend, not so much like the ground around you.
Yeah.
As it just keeps on whipping on by.
Yeah, you just see like frost like just starting to creep up her skin.
As you guys are watching these things pass by, a cave system, or the entrance to a cave, comes into sight and is moving very quickly at you guys.
That's not a phrase you hear every day.
Well, it seems like it's going with the pace of the ground that you guys are sliding across. This is something that you guys are no longer in a perpetual state of moving but not moving. You guys are moving and heading into the mouth of this cave. And as you guys get closer and closer, this cave gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you guys are fully engulfed inside of this cave, and everything goes black. And you guys don't feel the sensation of falling anymore. It seems as if you guys are standing on this floor. And you're hearing chittering and clacking all around you.
Brutus looks around.
Everyone who wants to, give me a perception check.
Ouch.
20.
13.
Gia. So Brutus had his stuff with him. Do we have our stuff?
So Brutus only had that note with him. You guys don't have any of your actual like weaponry or anything like that.
Okay.
What was the save? The deck save for?
Just to see how well you guys controlled the penguins.
Oh, okay.
Gia is
Brutus,
going to like stand like
I need a perception. Or are you leaving it to them still?
Hmm?
Were you gonna do a perception?
Oh yeah, sorry. 17.
Okay. Let's see. Rinzu. This is a really dark room.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Brutus and Gia. Actually, no. Let's start with Bree. It's super dark in here, but you kind of make out some faint movement, which is all around you. It looks like something. These aren't solid walls.
Like how close?
Um.
Like is
Think
it
of. All right, so this is gonna be a call out for at least 3 of you because I know you guys all work there. Think of the garden section of Home Depot, and you're staying in the dead center of it.
oh, so like between like 10 and 15 feet.
Yes.
Since Rinzu thinks this is a dark room, can I break wind and blame it on Brutus?
Sure.
You probably
Uh,
should. It's been a minute since we've done anything cartoony.
Can I? Is that a con check?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wait, I missed something. What?
I said, can I break wind and blame it on Brutus? That's a
Uh,
15.
Can I roll to spot the bullshit?
First, Brutus, roll me a perception check to see if you even noticed that he broke wind.
18.
Okay, so yeah, you totally realize that Rinzu has broken wind, and he's standing kind of close to you.
Can I make a deception check to see who believes me?
Actually, I was gonna have Rinzu roll a perception check, and oh wait, no, a perception, persuasion check, and Brutus roll a insight.
Wait, would it be deception? So I'm trying to blame it on.
Yeah,
Brutus?
sure. We'll go with that.
I
one.
mean, they're the same roll either way. So
Deception.
7.
I'm rolling insight.
yes.
Dang it.
14.
Nope.
Okay. So the way Brutus reacts to that, it'll actually improve his mood a little bit, and he'll stop cradling him, or he'll stop like frantically looking around, and just look at you and go, "Are you serious?" But he's not gonna like I will hold this to my fucking chest. He's not gonna thank you for kind of lightening the mood.
Gia is staring forward with a very stern look on her face. She says, "Look alive, gentlemen. It's him,
Who?
captain of this ship. The big thing that I have yet to meet." He just sort of laughs and talks to me from the shadows.
I will look around again, or perception, to see, to try to pinpoint where the voice is coming from. 13.
Everything's pointing you to in front of you guys.
I'm going to clench my fists and I'm going to shut my eyes and I'm going to just stand there. I'm going to say, "This isn't real." I'm going to wake up. Naga's going to be waiting there soft. Kippy will cuddle with me. Pri will have something fun to talk about with me.
More chittering, more
And
clacking.
Renzi's going to pass me a cup of tea with his cute smile. And Brutus is going to stand there all handsome, making a fire.
Come out, you! You think I'm handsome?
What? Gia like drops her composure completely and like just starts blushing. What? This isn't real.
I get into a defensive stance.
Okay. Sorry for everyone who is in the chat. I do need to actually have this on so I can hear. So you're gonna hear you're gonna hear bloops every once in a while.
Oh, he's gonna be swearing at us.
Now that I have your attention,
Oh shit.
you've all been great fun for me to play with.
Who are you?
Your nightmare. The past. The present. And your demise.
No thanks. I think we'll just be waking up and be on our way any minute now.
More and more clacking, more and more chittering all around you.
What do you want from us?
From you specifically, nothing. Except for your nightmares.
Brutus goes into a rage.
Okay.
He just said he wanted our nightmare.
Well,
Oh,
what he's
you're-
going to get is a punch.
Your nightmares. Okay. What are you punching at?
Well, no, that's if there's a physical form to hit, Brutus is just gonna he's gonna sit there silently, and then out of nowhere he will erupt into a battle cry. Come out and face us!
The chittering gets louder and louder and louder.
Coward!
You have spirit. Breaking you will be fun.
Listen, I hate to tell you this, but we have real nightmares in the real world. This is just a vacation.
And who do you think orchestrated most of this?
I'm going to like take a quick step forward. Are you saying you somehow planned for my brother to be taken?
All the pieces will begin to align.
Is there a rock somewhere?
Nope. You guys, from what feels like you guys are on a best way I could describe it would be like a marble floor. Very smooth, nothing really around in sight for you guys to get a grasp of. Outside of game, I will allow each of you one question.
Mm,
You will hear Brutus yell out, "What is the point to showing us our path?"
Sorry, repeat that.
What is the... Sorry, did that not come through?
You cut off a little bit.
Oh, what is the... Brutus yells, "What is the point to showing us our past?"
To keep you in mind. Sorry. To give you perspective of how this is going to go.
shit, I actually have chills right now.
How what's going to go?
The fate of this world.
If anyone would like to roll insight, go for it. He is being cryptic as fuck. He is not trying to give you guys as much information as you want, but is trying to still mess with you as best he can. All right, Rinzu and Gia, you guys have each got one question. Guys,
You can go ahead. You can go ahead, Renzu.
I'm thinking.
Oh,
No. Why? This isn't helping.
it's not meant to help.
you turn it down just a touch.
Turns it up even more.
Did that turn it down?
I don't think so.
That turned it off for me.
It ended.
Oh,
It's not one that I had sent for a loop.
so above game, do I have any of that like frost and snow still clung to my body?
No, it is all dissipated as you guys went through that cave.
I'm going to just clench my fists. Remembering the old bleeding knuckles that I had from punching the ground when Noah was first taken.
Mhm.
I'm going to stare out into the darkness and I'm going to say, do you know all the suffering that you've caused? You know I'm going to bring all of that to your footsteps, right? You're going to feel all of it. Every man,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
woman,
Uh,
and child that
you-
you
you cut out.
supposedly orchestrated
Hang
the
on.
demise of.
Look, you cut
Oh,
out.
oh, geez, where did I cut out?
Every man is where you cut out.
Every man, woman, and child that you've supposedly manipulated the fate of, you're going to have to answer for all of them. Do you understand that?
Oh, the joy that brings me.
Enjoy it while you can. Monster. And she's just gonna start marching down this tunnel.
Oh, you guys aren't in a tunnel. You guys are in a room.
Oh, we're in a room.
Yeah, the tunnel is gone. You guys, after the penguins, you guys went from penguins to standing in the middle of a room.
Oh, so there's no path forward.
No,
Okay.
all you're
So I'm just gonna
seeing
keep
is
looking around.
yeah, all you're seeing is like this moving wall, like all around you. Rinzu, do you have a question? Or
Can I not
Gia,
ask a
did-
question?
Yeah.
Because I feel like any question I can ask after that might not have an effect.
You could pass on the question if you want.
I'll be the silent stoic type for this monster.
Okay. Um,
Unless you want me to ask, can you hear this? And then make an armpit farting noise.
I mean, you can.
No, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Was there anything else that Gia wanted to say or ask, or was there anything you guys wanted to say? Because you guys, two of you used up your actual questions, and Gia has made a threat.
I too shall make a threat. I too shall try to cause any. So Brutus will just yell out, and I'm gonna get away from the mic for this one. I will crush the very ground you walk on, and make it your coffin.
Ground. That's a funny idea.
I know the ground's gonna disappear.
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
Gia is just gonna let out an evil smirk and be like, "You hear that, monster? There's a line forming."
I just want to say Rinzu starts being as annoying as shit as he can.
How do you want to do that?
I have no idea. That's I don't know if I want to do it or not, but it sounds hilarious.
Do you mind if I give a suggestion?
Yes.
Stupid dances as though you were drunk.
You start doing the Fortnite dances.
Oh no.
Try tickling the monster wall.
He starts flossing.
I was just thinking.
No, what about that one where they do the little dance? They start slapping their knees.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
I kind of know that one.
Yeah, I want to do that. And then every so often I start making farting noises with my armpits. Let's go with that one.
Give me a performance.
Oh,
Oh.
I was hoping for a nat 20.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, so
Cartoon BS, why have you forsaken me?
No, my luck was bound to run out. I had the 2 dice roll and I saw the 18 stop first. I was like, oh.
so you go in to do like these weird, like you go from like the flossing to like the knee slapping to like I honestly don't even know what the other dances are, and you're not 100% sure on what direction you're supposed to be doing these in because you guys haven't seen a physical face. So you're just kind of in a circle doing all these weird moves, slowly turning each time you take a step.
Pri looks at Rinzu with one eyebrow raised.
Dang it, my bullshit luck has run out.
You joke, but Renzu can actually do the smooth criminal lean unassisted.
So as you guys are standing there, all the walls they stop moving and slowly form into actual walls, except the one directly in front of you. It looks like everything that was moving on those walls have moved to this one. And a face begins to appear from this wall. And it doesn't look like the Kabuki mask. It looks like a giant centipede's face is coming from this wall. And it's just protruding outwards, and feet like the mandibles and I forget what the actual term of them are, but like the actual like legs and stuff like that of these kind of insects begin to touch base on the ground, and steps closer and closer and stops and rears its head upwards and its full body. You know when like a dragon is sitting there, it's got like its neck is, or its body's on the ground, its neck does like a shape kind of curve, and the head's looking down at you.
Yes.
This is what
Like
you're
a
seeing.
cobra stance.
Yes, this is what you're seeing from this centipede,
Nice.
and it looks at you and then looks slightly behind you guys.
And what of you?
Everyone, give me a perception check.
Oops.
Snaption. 5.
18.
16.
Sorry, 1 second.
I posted a video of the dance I was thinking about, right, by the way.
Oh God. I'll have to watch it later.
Pull it up on stream. No, I'm joking. Don't do that.
All right. So
Modified 20.
Brutus, there's just, dark space behind you. Doesn't really seem like there's anything there. Everyone else, there's like a shadowy humanoid figure just kind of hovering there in the air. It doesn't look like there's any physical shape to it. Like if you were to touch it, you wouldn't be able to actually do anything. And it's just kind of floating there. It's slightly above the ground, but not high enough to where you need to like strain your neck to look up or anything like that. Just right behind you guys. And as you guys are staring at this figure,
Now you've all been such fun. Up until now. Now it's your turn.
and the room disappears, and you guys come to this. Actually, no, I won't have you roll for that one. Your sight comes back, and you guys are in this room, this massive room, and there's this extensively detailed table with a map of the continent all across it. And at the end of the table, there's this wall of flames and one seat behind it.
Mm.
And it roll me a investigation for anyone who wants to.
I would say at this point, Brutus is starting to come down from his rage since
13.
it was more for
Thematic.
thematics. Yeah.
That's fine.
So, and also because he didn't actually have a physical target to hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to forego this one.
Okay.
I mean,
You
you
guys-
can just get angry.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I was gonna ask actually, since this is a dream and everything, and I used my rage, would that count as me
No,
actually using it? Oh,
Any abilities that you guys have used or feats or anything, or any of your class features or spell slots or anything like that have not been affected.
okay. Then I infinitely rage. No,
No.
I am Atrocitus from the Red Lanterns.
I've had dreams like that.
Just pure pissed.
So
Yeah, so no, if you don't mind me foregoing this.
so you guys take a look at this table, and this is like a very detailed map. There's like small little areas where it looks like they put like structure, like things to designate structures. And you're seeing one for like Bossing Say, Umashu, the Fire Nation capital, the Water Nation capital, the Northern Water Nation capital, all the Air Nation temples, and you're seeing these tokens with emblems on them for Fire Nation and Earth Kingdom, and one here and there for water tribes. The Air Nation or the Air Nomad ones is not on this table. And you're not seeing anyone, you're not seeing any physical bodies, but every once in a while you're just seeing a Fire Nation emblem just move across the map and a Earth Kingdom token disappear. Or, and vice versa. Just in like different areas of the map. And you're seeing they haven't moved, but there's a few of the Fire Nation emblems sitting on top of the Air Temple areas, except for the Western Air Temple. Western and Southern have not been touched. Eastern and Northern have both got emblems on Fire Nation emblems on them.
Not interested in fire emblems or wind emblems. Just staring across at this seat.
There is a dark figure sitting there.
I'm gonna call
looking
out.
at this table.
Oh.
Sorry, go for it.
I'm gonna call out. You with the nightmare bug?
No response.
Stare back at the rest of the group.
You'll just see Brutus clutching his head. Not like the fear. Now it's just like exhaustion from the rage.
Can't be tired in the dream. You're already sleeping.
He's emotionally spent. Leave me alone.
Sorry.
As you guys stand there, a few of the spots around the table start to fill in with shadows, and one gets up abruptly. Can't quite make out what or if it's saying anything, but it's happening. Someone stood up quickly. It looks like there's some pointing, possibly some shouting at each other, and
Is it Shang or Blake's character? I forgot his name already.
Wushing.
Yeah. Well, we don't know his full name.
yeah, there's
Okay.
no Miss Shang.
Okay. Yes.
You knowing very little about him, you wouldn't be able to really discern that, but it's a possibility.
Average body type the same.
If could I roll an investigation now to take a look at this shadow, since I have traveled with them, even for a short time as it was.
Sure.
Please don't fuck me on this. 17.
Body type looks the same. The height looks the same. From what you can tell, most of the things point to this being Shang.
I would assume this is Shang's past.
Who?
You know, the other Fire Nation guy that was with him, or the Firebender that was with him a while back.
Gia
You
wasn't
guys
there.
don't know that.
Yeah, Gia wouldn't know that.
Do you say this in character?
You guys.
Well, first, did Renzu see him firebend?
No,
Oh, that's a good question.
he didn't firebend.
Then no, it wasn't in character.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
keep-
I would like
keep
to
in mind,
retcon what
Gia-
I said.
Keep in mind, Gia also kidnapped a Fire Nation soldier and left right before that fight even started, and wouldn't really have even seen Brutus or Shang at the beginning of that.
I would like
job.
to retcon what I said and go with, or just he'll squint knowingly, or at least have the assumption in his head that it's Shang. Inquisitively. And he'll just stare silently.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Wait, you guys never saw Shang at all, right?
I never did.
They
I
saw a
did.
glimpse of them as they were coming in, because or as they were getting in.
Fair enough. Okay.
But
Yeah,
it
Renzi
wouldn't.
saw him.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been one that really would have like stayed as a good note.
Gotcha. It was just a person.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
oh, there's someone there. Okay, let's keep going. Kind of thing. So as you guys are standing there, like this man's or this figure standing behind the wall of flames stands up, points down at the table, or sorry, down at the figure, over to another figure on the next to him, sits down, and the room fades to black.
And then Luke will leave.
I haven't left.
And
Oh, here he is.
and a few moments later, you guys find yourself in an open courtyard way, in a way. There's these giant massive walls around you guys. Probably like a good 100-ish feet away from you guys in either direction. And these walls tower above all of them, like 4, possibly 5 stories tall. And you see there's a crowd of people around you, and in the very center of it, it looks like an arena type setup. And that where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Fuck that centipede.
Welcome to my world, bitches.
You've had the most experience. Dude, the moment that motherfucker gets a physical form that Brutus can hit, you bet your ass. You bet everyone's ass he's gonna run up and punch.
Earth Nation punch.
Like, I will earth uppercut this motherfucker. Hope and pray I don't learn lava bending.
We'll see. All right, everyone. Since we're ending it, Geared, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/The Geared Golem and The Geared Golem at Twitter.
Brent, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Zedimus. I'll be playing random shit. Your taste buds will thank you.
Zach, where can they find
I don't know what
you?
that means.
Twitch.tv/Zaden101.
Luke, where can they find you?
Dealing with nightmare arthropods. This isn't real. This is a dream. I'm gonna wake up and have some tea.
And you can find me here at twitch.com/Wolfsbane1025. You can also find me at Twitter and YouTube at Wolfsbane1025. If you missed this on our live stream, I will be uploading this to YouTube here shortly. And yeah, that has been the Avatar D&D style. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
Bye.
I love you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.